What's going on, creative beast enthusiasts? We have the Cryolophosaurus ellioti in our previews today. Let's go! Boom, baby. The Cryolophosaurus ellioti. This thing is insane. It has the same body as our Dilophosaurus. Right off the bat, you can see this awesome illustration on the side here, and it really highlights that cool crest it has on its head. This is such a unique species. It's even eating this little reptile dinosaur creature. That's cool. Back of the box, you have the Cryolophosaurus with all these other cool species in this wave. Bottom of the box, everyone who's worked on this figure. And we're here to get this open. Nice. Ooh, trading card included. You get the cool illustration background. Very nice. With the instructions and the trading card. It looks incredible, has a little dinosaur in his mouth, and on the back of the card, you have all the facts and stats with the catalog shot. Catalog shot. I really like the coloration choice for this card. It stands out, it looks good, and the purples, absolute favorite. And as always, Gabriel killed this illustration. Really quick, let's go ahead and look at these instructions. And it shows you how easy it is to swap out the feet, because you do get different pairs. You also get the accessory feathered piece that goes in the back. Our Dilophosaurus for the Cyberzoic version does have that on it in package, but you can take it off too. And that's what's really cool. It gives you the customization opportunities for this figure. It also shows that the figure can stand on its own and comes with our small theropod stand. Super cool, get awesome poses. And if you need help posing it on that stand, if the stand's falling forward, just go ahead and place its foot on there so it gets that great foundation and really holds the figure up. Now we can open it. Look how great it looks in this clamshell packaging. You get the feet accessories here with the incredible Cryolophosaurus, and when you separate the two, oh, there's always tape. You get to see the two parts, the main body and feet, and then the tail, the stand, and of course the accessory feather piece, which I think is awesome, and I'm gonna put it on this one for this review because I like it so much. Get all the parts out and the stand pieces. Man, even the feathering details on this piece look incredible. I really like how the paint looks so good on this, and I love how you can just place it on if you'd like. Go ahead and build the stand. I always just peel back a little piece of it, flop it right chaw, just like this. Get it nice and good, and then pop it on. And we're done, and it does, wow. On this new table cover I got, because Ross hates my metal table and he complains so much, look how good it sticks. You can put the arm, wow, look how tight that is. That's cool. Arm in there, put this piece on there. Look at that. Into the review. It's great. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. Freedom. Let's go ahead and move the stand parts over here and the feet. Look at how good these feet look. They're incredible. You can see all the details on the top and the bottom look immaculate. Let's go ahead and put this tail on. I have the power! Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but that crest looks so good with the hot pink little touches at the top of it. I did forget to put the neck piece on. You know what we'll do? We'll actually review it without it, and then I'll put it on so y'all can see it. The paint scheme looks incredible. You do get this incredible detailing throughout the whole figure, but the paint really makes it pop. I love this pattern effect with these dark grays all the way through, and the browns really bring it and pull it together. And the coloring for this guy, the color scheme, is based off the white hawk with a little bit of purples and pinks thrown into it. And it looks incredible. The eyes on this guy look insane and scary. You have this dark mascara look that really highlights the face, and then you have these cool blues and purple markings with the blacks. And that hot pink, I don't know where that came from, but that was such a pleasing color choice. The palette looks incredible, and the eyes really do look scary. The muscles too look really incredible. But the paint throughout this figure with these nice pinks and purples all the way through, and the fleshy bits in the bottom really pull this figure together. And it gives it this really pleasing look that just fits and flows. And Spino, where did we discover this guy?
Cryolophosaurus ellioti was discovered in Antarctica, and it was the first non-avian dinosaur from the continent to be named.
Where do we get the name the Cryolophosaurus ellioti?
And given the continent it was found in, its name translates to cold-crested lizard. And the species name is after David Elliott, who made the initial discovery of the animal. Although Cryolophosaurus also received a pretty fun little nickname, that being Elvisaurus after the King Elvis Presley, because its uniquely shaped head crest had a pompadour appearance that was similar to Elvis Presley's hairdo.
Cool, thank you, Spino. And I'm gonna go ahead and warm this guy up. If you get a figure that's tied out of the box, just take a hairdryer to it for about 30 seconds to really loosen up those joints. Now that I've loosened him up, he is so easy to move and articulate. What's really cool is that this does share the same body with our Dilophosaurus, and these are my favorite body styles. They're serpentine-like, and look really good. You still get the hinged jaw with the articulated tongue, and I love articulated tongues. It's just so pleasing to be able to have this range of motion, and I didn't even know that this species had a jaw similar, or a skull similar to the Dilophosaurus. Look at how wide you can get that to go too. That's wild. From the hinge joint in the jaw, you get a barbell at the back of the skull, so you do get this great articulation in the skull, getting it to go further down and up. And another segmented piece towards the front of the neck, so you can get it to go even higher up and down. And with this overlapping piece, you really can hide the neck joint, and it looks great. You get another separation segmented part in the neck for even more articulation. You can get 360 rotation if you'd like. That does not look natural. It's like The Exorcist. And then another barbell at the base of the neck, front of the torso. This gives you all the range of motion you need to get incredible poses and really get this guy to look like he's eating from the ground. These shoulders are on a barbell as well, so you do get the 360 rotation, and they go super wide. So you can get the 360 rotation in these arms. You do get a disc swivel in the elbow, so you can get the 90-degree bend, over 90 and extension, and you have a barbell in the wrist, so you can get great hand articulation and posability. You then get a torso barbell in the center of the body for great side-to-side movements. Again, you can do 360 rotation and articulation up and down. Jeez, this guy just has crazy range of motion. And if you wiggle it, you can get even more articulation range in the body. So you just gotta make sure you really take advantage of how this body is shaped so you can get it way up and then way down. You have a hip barbell for great rotation. So you can get all the natural, realistic movement out of that with a disc swivel in the knee, so you can get the straight and the 90s, very cool. Same with the ankle, you can have it straight or 90-degree bend, and the foot is on a disc swivel as well. So you can get that crazy articulation in the ankle and rotation for 360 movements. Then you have a barbell at the base of the tail. Great ups and downs and 360s as always. Another segmented piece in the middle of the tail for the same thing with a barbell, and the tip of the tail has a barbell as well. So you really can get crazy movements, but then you also have this awesome bendy wire in the very tip of the tail to do whatever poses you may like. If you want to go fishing for like a giant catfish, and the closer you get to this figure, it really feels realistic and lifelike. These details are insane. I love it, it's so cool. Let's go ahead and change out a foot really quick just to see how easy that is. You literally just pop off the barbell, and there is no right or lefts on these, so you want to make sure you do the right foot. Pinky, or the inside toe, is always smaller than the outside toe, so that's how I remember. And it goes in there so easy. Does it stand? And it stands. Bada bing, bada boom, Cryolophosaurus, kachoom. Oh, I didn't even realize how detailed the head crest is. Look at this. So on that head crest, you have these crazy definitions of like this cresting. It's wild. And then right above the eyes, you can't see it very well. Maybe you can. There's like a little horn crest on the eyebrow, part of the skull. I never noticed that. These are super cool. It's like spiky ridges right next to it. How cool is that? This is awesome. Okay, time to do some surgery.
And now a moment with Chris from the future after a phone call with Spino Dude to correct him.
So if you read the instructions, which I did not, Spino Dude, thank you for calling me. You'll know that this guy is very easy to change out his feathered cowl. What is this? Feathered cape. His feathered cape. And all you have to do is slide it over his head and all the way back. Look at that. He's even so excited he opened his mouth. You don't have to do anything else. You just slide it over and it's done. You don't have to take anything off, remove anything, heat anything up. You just put it on and it looks great. I unfortunately did not know that, as you can see here. Time to do some surgery. Oh yeah. So luckily, Spino Dude called me and he said,
My dearest Christopher, read the instructions, please.
And then I said, oh crap, I didn't read the instructions. And now we know that all you have to do is slide it off and you're good to go. Ta-da, so easy, so fun. Get back on there. Jeez, this is just an absolutely incredible figure. Once you get this fur piece on, it just changed the whole appearance of this figure. And it looks so good. You can have it with or without, And I really don't know which one I prefer. I do like how robust this fur piece looks on it, so I do like having it on there. And it doesn't halt any of the range of motion either. And it also makes it so that you actually get more coverage for the neck pieces. And it just looks so good. Man, what a crazy awesome dinosaur species. I really like this. Let's go ahead and get some poses out of this guy now that we've seen the articulation and how incredible this figure is. It doesn't get any cooler than that. And I don't even have that back foot on the table. Check out the stand. See what kind of poses we can get out of this. Like he's jumping. Oh my gosh. We need to do turntables, let's go. I do really want to go over the other Allosauruses. They're very, very similar. I mean, they are similar, they have the same bodies. They just have different heads. This is our beast of the Mesozoic.
Dilophosaurus.
And it is really cool. This is my female version. At least that's what I tell everybody. And then of course we have my absolute favorite, Dilophosaurus from Cyberzoic. Look how cool this guy is with that awesome blue mouth and head crest. Oh my goodness. Look how cool they are. And what's really cool about these guys is their movements. They're like snakes. It's like a bunch of worms. I absolutely love the body styles on these guys, but I really appreciate this one. This is super cool. I'll always love the bigger crest on this Dilophosaurus, but for the sake of these figures, I really do like the Cryolophosaurus. This crown is amazing. Look at how massive this beast was. Could you imagine being a human and living around these creatures? You wouldn't stand a chance. And I really love how they can basically eat their own tails. I'm a huge fan of the Cataphractus arborealis lizard, so the fact that this guy can pinwheel, super neat. And he's super happy to have his buddy with him, so he's like, yes! Now that we've seen my favorite Pachycephalosaurus, Wyoming Genesis, something like that, take out the Cryolophosaurus, we can now do the card pose. This guy has been so much fun to play with. I really enjoy these. These figures are incredible, the species looks awesome, and the paint schemes are just bar to none. The mouth closes fully and it looks great. So let's go ahead and get this card pose. So it's literally just holding a little dinosaur in his mouth and he's just turning, super simple. We're gonna use a little Velociraptor. And there we have it, y'all, the Cryolophosaurus ellioti, one of my absolute favorite figures from our Beast of the Mesozoic line. And you can get all the figures I showed off today on our website, www.creative-beast.com. Hit that like and subscribe, it really does help support our channel. And remember, from the prehistoric to the fantastic, Creative Beast Studio!